Hi, boys and girls. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Today, our class, we will talk about description. So, how to describe somebody, describe yourself, describe other people. So, here we go. So, there are two expressions to describe somebody, both physically and psychologically. So, uh, we have these two expressions, which each one is related to one kind of description. So to the physical description, you have this structure, okay? And if I make this question to somebody, let's fancy. I'm uh, in a date app or dating app, right? And I'm not seeing the person, so I want to know how the person look like. So this is the question I do when I want a physical description as an answer. What do you look like? Right. So this I'm talking to this to directly to a person, to the second person, but you can change the subject if you want to talk about another person. What does he, she look like? Okay. So this is for the physical description. So how is the person physically? Because if you ask what are you like, the answer you want is the psychological and behavioral description, right? And this is interesting one because uh, sometimes people is easier, in my opinion, to describe physically than to describe psychologically and behavior because there are some features on us that we don't want to uh, show off, right? Um, and here I have a picture of a football player named Aloysio Chulapa, right? And then you can see you can describe him the way what does he look like, right, in your opinion. But to tell what is he like, so what about his personality and behavior, you have to know him a little bit better. And that's interesting because if you see the picture, it wouldn't be the top ranking of the most beautiful handsome man in the world, right? But his personality is something. I think the guy's amazing. He's very funny. He's very deep, right? Besides not being too intellectualized, he knows life, right? And he knows how to have fun of life. So now that I know a little bit about him, he looks more handsome than before, right? So let's keep on, okay? So to go into physical description, we have the appearance. So somebody can be beautiful, pretty, good looking, nothing special, ugly, whatever, regular. That this is the an expression that is very used when you say you are a regular guy, regular girl. There's also this expression, the girl next door. So you are not you don't detach for the others too much. Okay. You talk about height. Okay, so you can be tall, average height, short. And then here in Brazil, we use meter as a measure for height. But in the States, many, in some English-speaking countries, they use feet. Okay, so it's just you uh, make the accounting there, like meter times 3.3, right? And to do the opposite, you also can do it. So remember that in United States, in some English-speaking countries, they use feet instead of meter to talk about height. And about weight, you can be fat, thin, slim, athletic, skinny, nothing special. We have a lot of them. And here also we have a difference because we use the kilograms, and in most of the speak English countries they use pounds. So you have here 80 kilograms times 2.2, and then you have the equivalent in pounds. In the opposite, you can do two also, right? You can have hairstyle and color: blonde, brunette, braid, straight, wave, short, long, bald. I myself am going bald, so I'm not very into hair anymore. Eyes, style and color: small, big, round, almond like, blue, green like, dark, brown, black, whatever. Of course, we also have skin color, right? For black, for white, some people say brown. Uh, it's also a physical description, you know. But of course, it's in places where this racial discussion is very difficult, like Brazil, United States, is a kind of heavy issue to discuss about this. Some people don't recognize their own color sometimes. You know. So we came here, psychological and behavioral description. I have two people here. You see Ronaldinho Gaúcho and Ugly Betty, right? And that's also interesting because we have in this side, for example, in my opinion, Ugly Betty, to me, she's beautiful. I don't think she's ugly. In this picture, she's amazing, actually. And you see Ronaldinho Gaúcho, some people would say he's ugly, whatever, but he's so funny. Similar is the case as I said about Aloysio Chulapa. He makes so much fun. He's such nice bloke that he became beautiful because of his attitudes, right? Uh, and here we have like some adjectives: loyal, shy, stubborn, honest, reliable, intelligent, happy, funny, friendly, angry, jealous, romantic, hardworking, lazy, easygoing. So there are some that you can check it out. And this is an exercise you can do, right? First, we have here this guy is Clint Eastwood, and the girl I know, I think you know, Susan von Richthofen. She became famous for a very ugly thing that she did. And these two pictures, they are interesting because you have here the Clint Eastwood. He's an actor, right? And he's always most of the time he portrays roles of tough guys, you know, like cold blood guys. And actually, people said if you read about him in real life, he's a kind of easygoing, smooth guy, right? On the other hand, we have Suzanne von Richthofen that looks so cute, so this and that. Of course, according to uh, a Caucasian standard, right? Like blonde girls, white girls, they are considered to be the top, right? But this is a standard because build is different all around the world. You'll be in a place you were ugly, you go travel to other place, you're beautiful, and then people would look at her and think she's beautiful and things and all of that. But actually, she's ugly because her attitudes, her ideas, right? It's even interesting because in her biography, there's a biography about her. It's told all the people that she flirt with and won, right? Because of her supposedly beauty, right? So lawyers, people in the jail, whatever. So it's a long list. It's interesting to show also that she used this in her favor. Okay. So now let's try to check the opposite adjective of these adjectives you see here. Okay. You can pause here and try to do by yourselves, and then we get the answer. Okay. That are here, right? So disloyal, outgoing, comprehensive, dishonest, unreliable, dumb, sad, serious, unfriendly, calm, unjealous, unromantic, lazy, hardworking, difficult. And it's interesting because some to talk about a positive opposite adjective, it's uh, Some of them can have more than one opposite. It depends on your point of view, whatever. And here the picture we have the picture of Alceu Valença. He is a musician from Pernambuco. Of course, in this picture is an old picture when he was younger. He's around 70 something now. And the other side we have the picture of Merve Desdemir. She's a singer. She's a Dutch Turkish singer. Actually, she's a Turkish, but she lives in Netherlands. In the Netherlands, she sings for a band called Altingun, and she's beautiful, actually. But and this is something I think physically make her beautiful because she's red hair and has brown, dark brown eyes, right? Um, Interesting because it's the same look as Suzanne Vohenstoffen, almost the same. Suzanne is blonde and has dark brown eyes, right? But the difference is that the personality. So Merv personality is so funny. She's the guy. She's the girl who hang out with the boys. So she has a kind of boyish sense of humor, and she's my muse now. Every man should have a muse to just to look after. So she sings beautifully. I love her band, and so to me, she's a beautiful person, right? And here, another exercise: you describe yourself. What do you look like? So let's imagine you're gonna talk about yourself, to another person who cannot see you. So, and what are you like? So describe your psychological and behavioral characteristics. And here you see is the sitting bed or the couch where people lay down to tell about their lives to uh, psychologists and therapists and things like that. Okay, people, so this is the class for today. See you next time. Bye.